A very good dairy producer told me this a month ago. He says, one of the employees came up and said, I don't think some of our waterers are working. And he went and he looked at the watering, the bowls, and he said, well, they're working. These are watering troughs. But he noticed it was working very slowly. So what he thought, he said, maybe I don't have enough water pressure. So he drilled a new well. He spent the money to drill in a new well. And he drilled it, and the cows came up 4 pounds of milk. And all it was they were just simply not getting enough water. See, this is a dairy producer that's thinking. He's got employees that are thinking. They said, why, what's going on? How come some of these cows aren't getting enough water? So there was 4 pounds of milk that he was losing. I'll give you another example that a dairy producer did. They felt the milk was not being cooled quick enough in the parlor. They had coolers before it went into the bulk tank. So they invested money in more coolers before the pre-coolers before the milk went into the big milk tank. His milk percent of fat went from a 3% to a 3.5 overnight. Because he realized what was happening, the milk was not being cooled properly, and there were little fat balls that were forming in the milk, and therefore, when the milk was tested, that fat ball was not being tested. He says this is 1,000 cow dairy. He says, I'll bet that in 10 years, I lost $2 million in income because it was not being cooled properly. So these are things that dairy producers look at, paying attention to the small things that are going on with the dairy cows. How do I keep them comfortable? How do I make sure the feed is being fed often enough? It was being pushed up to the cows at the proper time. All of these little things, it's these details. Farmers that pay attention to these little details are thinking dollars, because they know this is either costed me dollars or I can gain dollars. That's why you have some dairy producers earning 15 to 20 cents on a dollar, and others are only earning 4 cents on a dollar.